So, I woke up this morning and what did I find at my door? Besides my dastardly grufty beard.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
So guys, woke up this morning and there was a parcel at my door and it was this. It is the brand new case from BOSS. Well, say brand new, I think it's brand new. It is the BCB 90X. Yeah, it's a beastly board. It's quite big, it's really light, and it is absolutely bomb-proof because it is anti-shatter plastic, ABS plastic. So very, very good. So let us see what we can get in this board. I'll just show you the inside. So nice clampy clamps, plastic, but okay, and you can throw some padlocks in there. Keep your desirables safe, make it less easy for thieves. Then what we get is quite a good case. It's so big that I can't see over it, like so. Basically this is removable, so that comes out, and you've got all of your pedal routing right there, and then just sorry, it's very big. Plonk that back in there. Job's a good one. On the other side, you've got this lovely foaminess, so your pedals aren't going to get battered. And that is it. It's quite a big old bean. With the within the base, you get power in and through. So you've got a daisy chain. That's all hidden underneath this gaff. Then you've got it's like an effects return, but depending on which way you're going to route it. Then you've got an input and then an output. So the input goes in for guitar cable or your wireless, out into your pedals. Pedals do the thing, dagga 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 da. Then stereo in, stereo out. Job's a good one. Or you can go in, out, straight to front of house, or front of your amp, out into your effects loop, and then out to the effects return of your amp. So very, very easy way of looking at routing, and it's powered. So you've got a power cable coming in and then a daisy chain, which I've heard is noiseless, which it's got to be really. And that's it. I think it's 9 pedals, but just by looking at it and doing a little bit of mock-up of what I'd use it for or what I'd do with it, looks like it's going to take a few more than 9. If you want to get the back off, all you have to do is push firmly on one of the hinges and that'll come right off. Then you've just got the board. Throw that down on the front of your stage, you're good to go. Absolutely brilliant. What a nice little idea that is, because we're all rocking the pedal train kind of vibe. But this is cool because it's a case, you can carry it around. It's got all your goodness in there. It's got easily enough room for another couple of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this section out and I'm going to drop in a Laney Ironheart Pulse preamp, which is a tube preamp. And then I'm going to run all my front end effects pedals, I'm going to run all my effects loop effects pedals, and have it as a do-it-all emulated guitar amp rig, or pre-tube amp, post-tube amp, and then you've got everything going on. I'm not going to cut these out yet. What I am going to do is I'm going to cut the recess for the pulse pedal, because it's quite a big pedal. So let me get that for you and show you what I mean. So as you can see, she is quite a chunky girl. Now because of that, it sits plenty proud of that case. So if I cut the foam, that'll sink into the case a little bit more, and it literally only needs the foam cutting out, and that will fit in and the case will close. I've done a little bit of research. So I can put a big chunking preamp pedal in this and it's going to work. So right, let's go do a little bit of time lapsing. Maybe I won't, maybe I'll just show you the build. But that's the BCB 90X case anyway. let's see how it goes with a build, and then we'll see how it all kind of sounds and stuff. So let's go do that. So I've got all the holes cut out. So I've left these two like this because I might just put guest pedals on there, but I've kept the main kind of Boss route sorted, and then I've got the old Laney preamp all in there as well. So that's all velcroed in to that specific location, which is in there solid. So let's crack on and build this board up. Woo-hoo. This is currently what we've got. So we're going to come out of the send into the chromatic tuner, into the noise suppressor, out of the noise suppressor into the overdrive, into the distortion, into the preamp, out of the preamp back into the noise suppressor, into the super overdrive, super chorus, splitting into stereo into the reverb. One side goes into the DD8, one side goes into the DD7. They then join back into the loop station, out into the sends, and then out into the world. How good is that? How neat is that? Jesus Christ, that's all you need really. There's a whole amp in a box. How sexy is that? Right, okay guys, so let's get all the wiring done. This is going to be a pain in the tits. So now I've basically gorilla taped all of the power outlets to each of the pedals. So I've got all 9 power. I want to sort that out because that's got a bit of a kink in it. They kind of don't line up properly with the outputs, but you know, here's what it is. Right, okay, so they're all lined up. Now I'm going to go and put all the pedals back on with some power. Oh, heavenly beans. So now we're all plumbed in. So I've got the PSU out. That's powering all of the pedals. So if I plug an input in, pedals on. Awesome. So that is done, all powered, super neat, and that's the board. How easy was that? Beautiful. Okay, so all I need to do now is patch cable these. All good to go. Oh. Listen, not forget the whole tube preamp situation. So there we are. That's pretty bloody good. Neat. Took a little bit of effort like, but it looks pretty good. Stocking feet. So there it is guys, that's the build. So this is what it looks like complete. So you've got all 9 Boss pedals in there. You could possibly fit a 10th here, and it does give you power for that. So I think they kind of suspect you to add something. So what I've done there is I've just added a power supply at this end, so I can add a guest pedal. This is going to mostly remain blank because I need it for the power supply and just carrying stuff. And I've got everything I need on the board. I've got my preamp, drive and distortion, chorus, reverb, a couple of stereo delays and a looper and a tuner. It's like, what more do you want? If I needed to add a wah for anything, I've got that extra power, so I can just run that off the side of the board. And because the wire had come first in the chain anyway, it then run into the rest of the stuff. It's not really a pain in the arse. Absolutely blinding. So what I'm going to do now is just going to throw the lid on it and give it the shake test, because these, as I say, they feel, they're pretty solid as is, just because the foam is holding them in. And I would most probably recommend you velcroing them in as well, just in case someone flips your board. But let's get the lid on and see what happens. So the lid you just push one side in, just hold down, and that'll snap into place. And then, but there you have it, closed, all done, all dusted. Going nowhere. So that's it, guys. Bit of a blinder. £180, £170 or something. So you think to yourself, oh, 170 quid, that's a lot of money. But for a comparative other company, for this size, you're looking at about 120 anyway. Then you've got this horrible bag that you have to put it in, or oh man, I had so much food last night. You then have to buy a hard case for it. Then money's gonna go up. Just it's gonna go up. Then power supply unit, that's gonna cost you a few bob. This is all in one, and literally I can carry that around with me. It's light because it's made of ABS. Lockable, dead easy to carry around. Virtually no shake in it at all. Super solid, rugged case. Pretty much a no-brainer if you're into your BOSS pedals. If you're into your more eclectic, different looking pedals, maybe not so much, but again, BOSS gives you the option to not have to cut into that foam. So you can just put your pedals on top of the foam. And as you've seen there, I've actually put a Laney Pulse preamp in there, which is a big pedal. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to wire all this up anyway, and I'll keep you up to date with whether or not I still like it or not. But at the minute, I think it's a great case. Handy, portable, super rugged, and it gets you every pedal that you could possibly need in the rig. Awesome. Right, nice one. See you in the next one. But this is my BOSS pedal board. Yeah, let's plug it in.